We're live. We are the live. Did you guys hear sound from that?
Yes.
I'm gonna have to figure out why I'm not hearing sound. I really like that sound. All right. Hey everybody. This is the beginning of the show. I'm Jim, also known as Final Neuron. And wait, this is
Hey, I'm Joe. I go by Green Gun Guy on the internets.
and then Mr. Darkman is
Hey, I'm Daniel. I'm playing Druto Bibble today.
the name of your character is just like Flaming Hot Mountain Dew. It never gets better. Leaves the same nasty aftertaste time after time. And Joe is playing Ral Bronar. Ask your doctor about twice a day Ral Bronar.
Oral Bronar.
You know what? Next time I have to come up with Star Wars characters' names. I'm going to look for a medicine name generator instead.
Well, now I just want to look for a medicine name generator.
Or a planet. You've landed on the planet Rebrutin.
It's shaped like a suppository.
And for all of the for all of the people younger than us out there, we're talking about television. That was a box that programming used to be beamed into, and you had to watch it on their schedule. So anyway, last time you guys had the big meeting with Blark Gladalaladar, and he laid out the latest job, which is sort of a smash and grab, going to rescue their customer. And the payment was take whatever you can get, equipment, all kinds of stuff sitting around on this station. So let's say everybody has already left the meeting. I think you guys have described what you were going to do afterwards. So let's say that there's a set time and place where everyone's supposed to rendezvous. So Glark's people, which includes Druto and 3 other starfighter pilots that are in Glark's employ, and Ral in his ship. What was your ship's name again?
I forgot.
I wrote it down.
The Wayward Raven.
What a nerd. You forgot.
Just Wayward Raven, not D.
So you guys meet up and you hyper out of Nar Shaddaa. You hyper out of the Nalhutta system. Whatever. It's that system.
Close enough.
You make a couple of connecting jumps and you arrive in the system where you're supposed to meet Lucan Trask and his people. Okay, so you jump in and you're heading towards the rendezvous and you pick up on sensors. There's a few ships out there. What do you do?
I will run a scan. Just see if I can see what they are.
Okay.
Is it about the number of ships we are expecting?
Yeah.
Things like that.
Yeah. Yeah, there are 3 ships out there. Druto, is there something that you want to do?
I will also run a scan.
Druto, is there something that you want to do? Brought to you by Flaming Hot Mountain Dew. Because they pay me every time I say it.
Flaming Hot Mountain Dew. Embrace the suck.
Flaming Hot Mountain Dew. It's not bugs. Okay, so both of you scan. There's 3 ships out there. One is a larger ship. It's a bulk cruiser. um, let's say you weren't told exactly what to expect, but you just knew there was going to be a bulk cruiser. There's Lucan's ship, the Lucan's Nightmare. You've seen that before. You saw that on Glova. And then there's a starfighter out there as well.
Okay. Everything seems to be on the level.
What are your actions?
I'm just gonna.
You're on your way in. You scanned. That's what you saw.
Okay. Is there anyone like leading our our particular flight of ships?
So you don't have you don't have all of the coordinates for the next few jumps.
Okay.
You just know that you're in the neighborhood, so to speak. So Lucan Trask was going to give you the rest of it once you got to the rendezvous.
Gotcha.
Okay, so Druto, someone is hailing you. Wah, wah,
Hello?
wah.
Hello?
Yeah, hey, is that you, kiddo?
What?
Yeah, it's Lucan Trask.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, I thought I recognized your vessel. Yeah, anyway, just checking to make sure it's you guys.
Oh,
So,
yeah, we're on our way.
So just let your coworkers over there know that I'm gonna beam coordinates over to them here in just a minute.
Great, will do.
All right. Yep. Talk to you in a minute. And so you get like a bloop or what? Or wait. Oh no. So you get a whatever the notification is for you that someone is offering to send you a data packet.
Okay.
And the way this would work is like, sure, it could be malicious or whatever, but it's a common way for ships to send information.
Okay. So I'll accept it then.
Okay. And so what happens? Do you get a sound? Does it like display a hut doing backflips? What does it do?
I like that one. That sounds good.
Okay.
The hut
So on your screen, there's a little pixelated hut, like a little pixel art hut doing backflips and and then a little speech bubble appears to him and it says, "Looks like you're receiving some coordinate information. Would you like some help inputting this into your nav computer?" And so you close it just like everyone does, I guess.
Go away, Clippy.
No, Huddy. And so you've got the information.
Okay.
All right.
So I'm gonna pass it
Go
on.
ahead. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So your coworkers kind of they're expecting it too. This is a common thing. So they've got it. Rao, you get a hail also.
Okay. I'll accept the hail.
Hey, Rao buddy. Is that you?
This is me.
Good. It's Trask here. Yeah, I'm gonna send over the coordinate data here in just a second. It's got the sync up time as part of it. So we're all gonna sync up and we're gonna head out to the next jump.
All right. Understood.
Yeah. So hold on just a second. And so everybody gets a hail on the comms, kind of like a conference call. And once everybody gets connected, Trask says, "All right, so we've all got the data. We're going to sync up and we're going to make the next couple of jumps. There's 2 more jumps and we'll be in the target system. Right before we make the last jump, we need to meet up again. Just so I can prep you guys on some stuff that's we're going to be doing as soon as we get in the system. We want to make sure everybody's well coordinated.
Right.
Yeah. Yep. Anybody have any questions? Okay. And so Bronk decides to speak up. Bronk Chesler is one of the starfighter pilots that Blark hires. Hey, it's Bronk Chesler here. Yeah, I just wanted to know how soon can we expect to have something to dogfight? I'm hoping to pick up a few kills. And Trask says, "Oh, that like, once we get to the target system, we'll know if there's anything out there. We're not expecting that yet, or maybe not at all. All right, so here we go. Yep, let's go." And so he closes the comm, and the other ships kind of move off to the rendezvous point.
All right, I will join them.
Okay.
Everybody joins them.
Yep.
So you make this jump. You make the next jump, sort of in the same way. You just kind of traverse part of the system to get to the next jump. And so you jump into the penultimate. That means second to last system. And everybody gathers up around the rendezvous point. And Ral, you get a hail.
This is Ral.
Hey. Yep, it's me again. So what we need you to do is go ahead and dock with the freighter. We need you to take on some crew and equipment. It's for loading up, the stuff that we're going to be taking off of the station. And once we get in the system, we want everything to be in place so it all goes nice and smooth. So yeah. Anyway, hauling equipment. They'll get on board. They'll be ready to deal with all of that. You just got to get them on the station and then back out to the freighter.
All right, then.
All right. So, you can see the docking ring we have on top of the freighter. Just line up with that and put your cargo elevator down. They'll take care of the rest.
All right. Can do.
Okay. So let's see. How about we have you roll your starfighter, your space transport piloting?
I don't want to.
I want you to roll.
Okay, so it is mechanical's 4D base, so I've got 5D plus 1. And I don't have a quick thing set up for it. So
are you guys in the dice room that I set up?
yeah.
What is this name?
What is how did I roll 5 zeros? Oh, I rolled 5D and I didn't specify the sides. So I was rolling 5 0 side.
Zero. You're rolling 5D0.
I was like, oh, hey, at least it's not a rule of ones. Wait, what? How did I? Okay.
Hey,
Here
you
we
got
go.
a rule of zeros.
Ugh.
Oh no.
It's a bad roll, but it's not a rule of ones.
So
It should be an easy thing, right?
So this is looking a little weird for me, actually. I'm getting a weird result opening the dice room. So did you just roll the 2, 5, 2, 2, and 1?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're kind of like getting close to the freighter, and all of a sudden you feel like, no. So you kind of back off a little bit and ease in really slowly, and you get a hail on your comms.
This is Rao.
Hey, are you okay up there?
Yeah,
You're gonna dock, right?
yeah. Just give me a second, man. Just give me a second.
This is not it's not Luke and Trask. This is a different voice you haven't spoken with before.
Okay.
Okay. So
Just gonna take it nice and easy, man.
so you
got plenty of time.
So you take a little longer than expected, but you do get into position, and kind of like a ring raises up from the freighter and seals up around the bottom of your ship. And presumably you've already locked on magnetically with your landing gear at this point.
Right.
So they're ready for you to let down the cargo elevator.
Which I do.
Okay. Are you just waiting in your cockpit, or what you doing?
Yeah. Well, I'm assuming that. Well, I guess I would have controls there and in the.
Yeah, you should be able
bay.
to control it from anywhere.
All right. Well, I'll let it down and then go to the cargo bay.
Okay. So you get back there. You get back there as the elevator is bottoming out on their side. And you see a bunch of people moving around, maybe a dozen, maybe more people moving around and moving like hover sleds and stuff, repulsor sleds up onto the elevator. Some other crates of equipment and stuff. They're working real quick.
Okay.
And then a group of guys get up onto the cargo elevator, and they are heavily armed. Like they've got, helmets, visors. They've got really bulky looking unmarked uniforms on, and they've got blaster rifles.
Okay.
One of them looks up at you and says, "We're ready to come up."
All right. Just 1 second. I'll start lifting
1 second.
Start lifting the elevator and kind of step out of view and double check my own blaster.
Okay. So you triggered it to come up, right? That's what you said.
Yeah.
Okay. So it lifts up, and as soon as it comes up to the top, they start moving. They lock everything down to make sure it's not going to slide around, but they keep it on the cargo elevator.
Okay.
So one of them is like giving directions to the others. He said, "You three stay here. You two up front. John, you and I are going to head to the back and make sure that door is secure." And so they all set off in different directions doing the stuff that they're doing. Two of the guys head up to the front, and they're kind of like checking out the boarding ramp.
What my ship's boarding ramp?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I don't like having this many people on the ship.
Where did you people come from all of a sudden?
I'll just look around at all this and, well, you guys ready?
The guy that was giving orders looks over at you and says, "We're ready. Get us in there."
All right. And I'm going to head on back up to the cockpit.
Okay. So you get back up to the cockpit. The two guys that were near the boarding ramp are still kind of standing outside. Do you close your door to your cockpit when you go in? Okay.
Yes, very much so. Close and lock.
Okay. So you close and lock it. They're kind of posted out there on either side of the boarding ramp when you close the door. And so the cargo elevator has come up. It's locked and sealed. And the docking ring of the freighter has detached and gone down. So you're able to detach and get free and ready to go.
All right. Well, I will get in
for
position.
Geruto and the others. Meanwhile, they've been given the coordinate data for the next jump. And so everybody is, your three coworkers are all kind of getting into position and getting ready to jump. The other starfighter has moved into position. It's getting ready to jump. And what's his face? Lucan's Nightmare is in position, ready to jump also.
What is the other starfighter?
You can give it a scan.
Sure. Do I need to roll for that, or?
Let's say no. You give it a scan. It's a model that's it's some sort of starfighter that's not really in your databases. However up to date those are on your ship.
Mhm.
But it kind of has like the profile of a headhunter, sort of.
Okay.
It's from some company called Incom. That company would not be well known at this point in the galaxy's history.
Okay. Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
It's like I recognize that name.
They make a lot of things.
Probably have substandard engineers compared
They're
to my
probably
ship.
terrible. I'll show them how to do it. Okay, so Ral, I'm assuming Druto like gets ready to go just like everybody else.
Yeah.
Ral, I'm assuming you're ready to go.
Yep.
Okay, so everybody syncs up. Everybody jumps into the final system. It takes about like 40 minutes to get to this next system. So it's a little bit of a jump. And when you get there, you hyper in, and immediately there's like this giant asteroid just completely blocking off your view of the rest of the system. And so the freighter, the bulk freighter, comes in and comes to a stop, and then everybody gets another hail on their comm.
Okay.
It's Lucan Trask again, and he said, okay, so we're going to be heading into the station now. Everybody follow my lead. And, there's some static defenses. Be ready to dodge. Don't get hit. Don't get hit. It shouldn't be any problem. Just don't get hit. All right, here we go. So, and the Lucan's Nightmare starts to head off around the edge of the giant asteroid. That Incom starfighter heads off with him. Blark's people head along with him.
Yep.
Everybody's heading that way.
I'm going
Okay.
to bring up the rear.
Okay, you're going to bring up the.
I'm going to let everybody else get
Druko
shot at first.
Competing to bring up the rear.
I'm probably gonna try to keep up with the other fighters.
Okay.
I may be slightly behind them, but I'm gonna try to
So you
stick
get-
kind of close.
Okay. So you get around the edge of the asteroid, and you can see the station. It's still too far away for you to scan it. It's a good distance away, but it's big, and so you can get a rough feeling of the shape of it. Let me share my screen. I call this screen drawing. How does that look on you guys' side? Not bad, actually.
That's not a moon.
So it's round.
And it has a dish on it.
It has like a crater looking. No. So it's like a giant ring style. You know those round rings that babies stack in rainbow colors?
It's a
Like
donut.
a donut shape. Yeah.
It's a torus.
Okay. And in the middle is like a sphere. It's not like a sphere, it is a sphere. And there are 4 connecting pylons connecting it to the ring of the station. On the far side, away from you guys, is some kind of a cylinder projecting away, and then there's also a cylinder projecting in your direction. And that's let me try that again. That's the direction you guys are heading. Oh,
Okay.
and on top of the sphere thing is this giant cannon, and it's very slowly starting to turn in your direction.
Yay!
Yay!
Awesome.
Let's just say that everybody has kept open comms for this part of it. And so Trask says, okay, yeah, that's the automated defenses. How about we spread out? Yeah, let's spread out a little bit. And so he starts like angling relatively up a bit. Everybody else starts kind of like creating space.
Yeah, like I will do likewise.
Okay. So you're flying, you're making good time. You get about a third of the way there before the cannon, like full on, is able to point at you. And then, like, there's a flash coming out of the tip of it. How would you like to respond? You feel like there's a shot coming at your ship. Whoever you are, you feel like there's a shot coming at your ship.
Okay. Does dodge apply to ships? How does that work?
Yes, you use your starfighter piloting skill to dodge.
Do you have to roll maneuverability, or how does that work?
You add maneuverability to your skill
Okay.
to get the final dice code.
Okay.
So if you had a piloting of 6 and a maneuver of 2, you roll 8.
Okay.
Okay. I will also try to dodge. So I'll.
So
Okay.
if
So
you,
that's
if you intend to continue moving toward the station, that's a separate action. And so you'll have to take a -1 dice penalty to both for multiple actions. Or you can say, I'm going to dodge this turn. I'm just going to dodge.
that's what I'm gonna do.
And if you do that, that's actually called a total dodge or a full dodge or something like that. I think you get a 2 dice bonus. So let's say you get a 2 dice bonus.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm doing mechanical plus piloting plus maneuverability. Correct.
Depending on how you have it written down. What do you have written down for piloting?
I
2?
have 2D
2
plus
plus
1.
1. Okay. So
Yeah.
that's
I probably
that's
need
my
to
fault.
go through
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. You should combine it because anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, in that case, yeah, you're gonna roll what you have on your pilot plus mechanical plus 2 dice.
Okay. Yep. Okay. And then I get 2 dice extra for the full dodge.
Yeah, since that's the only thing you're doing. You're not trying to continue moving towards the station, you're just dodging.
Okay. All right. I'm trying to remember. I can't remember. What
Don't
symbol do
remember.
I use for the
So it's hashtag
hashtag? Okay.
number of dice,
Okay.
and then the letter D, and then the 6.
Right. And then how many pips?
And you can say +1 on the end. Yeah.
Right.
So you roll a 2, a 2, a 3, a 1, a 2, a 1, a 6 for a total of 20. Is that +1 at the end? It's not.
Yeah, there's a plus
Oh,
one.
oh, okay. Plus another 6,
Oh.
+2, +3, +1.
Yes.
For a total of 29. So heroic results start at 31. That's how well you did. All right. And Ral,
I'm going to.
are you going to dodge and continue moving or just dodge?
I'm going to dodge and continue moving. So
Okay.
I will have 6 dice +1.
+2 for the full. Oh, no, you're not doing. Okay. Well, you'll
Right, I'm
need to
not doing
take.
full dodge.
Then you're going to have to take a -1 dice penalty.
Yeah, I factored that in.
Okay. So you roll a 2, 3, 3, 1, 5, 4 +1 for a 19. You're dead.
Yay!
Yay. So Druto is like,
Yay, I'm dead.
So Druto, bye, get out. So Druto is like, that looks big, and so he like swings away from what he perceives to be the path of the blast. Ral is like, oh, I shouldn't get caught in that, and so he just kind of like swerves but is still more or less trying to head in there. A big fat bolt of superheated plasma passes by everybody. Ral, it comes pretty close to, not right at you, but like about a third of what you can see is this big bolt of plasma passing by you, and your ship just kind of shakes a bit for about a second.
Wow.
Whoa. I shouldn't get hit with that.
I shouldn't let that thing hit me. And so a message comes over. It's Trask again. Everybody okay? We didn't lose anybody, did we?
We're all good.
Everybody checks in. Okay, good. All right. Hopefully we'll be able to get in there before that thing fires again. But keep spread out.
All right, let's get in there quick.
Okay. So Druto has fallen a little bit behind because you did not continue making progress. You just did a dodge.
Yep.
If you wanted to, you could increase your speed.
I would like to do that.
It will make everything more difficult for you going forward, but you can increase your speed.
Okay. I'm going to increase my speed.
Okay. So you're pushing the engines really well at this point, and they're kind of not happy. You know when your girls don't feel well, and they don't feel well, but they're holding together for now. So I keep forgetting his name. Lucan Trask has kind of set a course a little bit relatively left from where he was before. And the cannon is kind of like slowly trying to track. But everyone is able to get up to the station before it's able to come to bear again. And in the end of this little cylindrical section on the end of the station, there's a horizontal opening for a docking bay. And so Trask is kind of slowing down. Everybody is heading in that direction.
Yep.
Okay, so he gets in there and sets down first. The starfighters, everybody is able to get in there. It's not a particularly difficult landing because it's a big cargo bay, a big cargo bay. Everybody's able to get in and set down with plenty of space in between.
Is the docking bay out of the firing angle of the gun?
Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah.
very much out of it?
Yeah. So this is the image I drew is a top down view.
Right. So it's kind
Um,
of okay.
Imagine you're looking down the Z axis. The cannon, you'd be looking down at the top of the cannon. It rotates along the X axis. It rotates along the Z axis. How about that?
Right.
Okay. So
Okay.
like it's able to, I can actually put my cursor here. It's actually able to turn and sight along this plane here. So
Okay.
it can fire along, let's call this the top of the station. It can fire out along the top of the station in any direction or up relative from
Mhm.
there. It won't be able to sight down below that plane.
Okay. And there's not another one on the bottom that we could see.
Didn't see the bottom.
Okay. Because I guess
You
it's
came
thick
in,
enough that
yeah, you came in at an
substantially
angle.
thick station.
It's very big. Yeah, it
Okay.
look so. So you're asking about what you saw coming in. It looks like this ring has probably at least 4, maybe 6 different levels.
Okay.
So different windows and such, all around the outside of the ring. It's a
Gotcha.
very, very, very large station.
Okay.
Very
I guess I'm saying the gun can't hit something within its own shadow, so to speak. Like
that
it
would
kind of
be.
has blind spots.
It depends on where you're considering the lighting from, but yeah, it
Yeah.
won't be able to hit anything on the
Yeah.
on the bottom half of the station.
Yeah. Okay.
And you haven't seen the bottom half because you came in like from a relatively upwards angle.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Any other questions about what you see going in?
Were there any other like small turrets or anything that we saw? Anything
You
else
could
was shooting
scan
at
for
us?
them going in. The turret itself, the big one,
Mm,
was still quite a good distance away. It was out of weapons range when you went into the docking bay.
gotcha.
So you would have to, yeah, you would have to get over there to fire at it.
Okay, but there weren't any other like small turrets or turbo lasers or
Nothing that was firing at you.
okay.
Nothing that you saw.
Okay.
Other questions? Okay. Okay. So everybody gets in and sets down. There's one more hail over the comm, and it's Luke and Trask. He said, "All right, good. We made it. All right, let's get out there and get our first cargo haul loaded up. Ral, it looks like you're in the back. We're going to load you up first and send you back to the freighter. While they're loading you up, they'll load up my ship next. You and I are going to swap out."
All right, man.
And so the other starfighter pilots are getting out of their ships. The guy in that one starfighter has gotten out, and he pulls a blaster rifle out from somewhere in the cockpit, and he's got it, and he's starting to look around the cargo bay. The other employees of Blark are getting out also, and all of them have a blaster of some sort, and they're kind of looking around too, but they're hanging out not too far from the ships.
What are the guys that were in Rao's ship that were heavily armed? What are they doing?
I'll do that in just a second. I'm going to get your action first because you're in a cockpit and you'll be able to get outside faster than anyone else would. So whatever you do would be more obvious to you and other characters first.
Okay. I'm just gonna scan around to see what's there, what it looks like, if anything is odd, if there are any big corridors or like the layout.
Okay, so we've
Lay
got
of the land.
Let's see if I can do this. Haha! Look at that tabbed drawing. I can draw in tabs. So the docking bay is like a tall rectangle. The walls are not wavy. They're not. Everybody's set down inside. I'm not going to draw exactly. If you want me to, I'll draw where everybody's ship is, but they're spread out. Looks like there's a doorway back here. Looks like there's a doorway back here. One here, one here.
The bottom is the entry point.
Yes. And it has an energy field over it, letting ships in, keeping the atmosphere inside.
Okay.
There's a rail running across the ceiling. Looks like it's got a cargo crane attached to it. Something like that. It's not moving.
Okay. Is there anything stacked up already in the area, or is it just the ships? Like everything else is empty?
How about let's say you look around and like there's nothing really noticeable. No, it's pretty empty.
Okay.
Looks like it's been kept pretty clear.
Okay. What is the extra pilot? Where's he heading?
He's been. Let's say he landed
He's
over
kinda-
this.
Okay.
Go ahead.
He kind of seemed to take the initiative after everybody else, so.
Yeah, he got out and he's kind of headed over towards this corner. And he's facing in that direction, kind of looking at the doors. That's the direction he's headed.
Okay. I guess for the time being, I'm gonna head toward the other two doors then.
Okay. I'm undoing some drawing. It's getting noisy. Okay, so he was headed over to these two, and you're headed over to the other two. So you're headed over to something like this spot.
Yep.
Headed over that way. Okay, so you head in that direction. Okay, Rao. You get a metallic knock on the door to your cockpit. Boom, 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 boom.
I'll open it up.
Okay, so it's the two armed guys. They look at you and they're like, "Hey, you're gonna let the ramps down?
Yeah, man, give me a minute.
All right, hurry it up."
So I'll drop the ramps and lower the cargo elevator.
So the boarding ramp goes down, the cargo elevator goes down.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what do you do?
I'll just walk down the ramp and have a look around for myself.
Okay, so you head down the ramp, and Druto, if he's paying any attention, he would be able to see this also. The cargo elevator gets down, and the guys get off, and they immediately kind of like sling their weapons and start moving the loading equipment around. And they're moving it up towards the door over in the northwest. Moving it over towards this corner. Trask sees you guys, he kind of waves and he says, "All right, so the guys are gonna handle grabbing the equipment. We're gonna have to get in touch with the customer and let him know we're here. I'll take care of that. Yeah, we'll have to retrieve him at some point. And hey, after a few runs back and forth to the freighter, we're good to go. We'll be out of here. So, keep your blaster handy, I suggest, and hopefully this goes smoothly." And so he turns and walks off to that northwest corner to talk to those guys.
All right. I'll walk along with him and say, "Hey, is there anything we can do about that, automated defense gun? That was it was big."
That I think the best we can do really is to dodge it. It seems like there's some smaller automated weapons near to it, so if we try to get in and blast it apart or anything, we'd have to deal with those as well. I don't think it's going to hit anybody.
Yeah, well,
Something that size, it's it's really more aimed at capital size vessels.
all the same, I'd like to not have to worry about it.
Well, I mean, if you want to go up there with no cargo and try to take it out, I guess you can do that once we're all done, but I wouldn't see the point. I'd rather you didn't risk our cargo.
No, I was just hoping maybe there was something we could do on the inside.
Well, the good thing is just about every security measure here on the inside has been taken care of by the customer. We're hoping it's going to be pretty smooth sailing, but things happen. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
So that's
no
what
sabotage
Raoul's been
for
doing.
you.
What was that?
No sabotage for you.
Oh,
Yeah, every time Raoul tries to go and get ahead of the problem, something gets in the way, stops his great idea. So that's what Raoul was doing. What was Druto doing? He headed off to the other doors.
Yep. I'm just I mean, if we didn't get like a real detailed mission plan of this is where everybody's gonna be and this is where we're gonna go, and if we don't get a layout of the ship or anything, then I'm just gonna follow what the other guys are doing and hope I'm not in a really bad spot to get shot. So that's kind of what he's doing.
So far, the only thing you've been told is, you're gonna run starfighter escort and just kind of watch over the loading and unloading.
Okay, so I'll probably stay parked around here just to watch the docking bay for the time being.
Okay, so you get up to these doors, and they both look like they're locked. Their panels indicate they're locked. They're not going to respond to opening unless you have a passcode. You don't see much else in this corner.
Okay, well, I'll head toward the other corner then.
Okay. So about this point, the armed guys with the moving equipment have gotten up into that corner, and Trask is on his comm. He's like, yeah, we're here. Yeah, we've got to get into the corridor outside the docking bay. He looks around at the door. It's 21B. Yep. Okay. Great. All right. And so he kind of puts it down, and then the door right here opens up. The armed guys start pushing the repulsor sleds and the other equipment through, and you look in, and there's a long corridor sort of curving off towards your right with doors on either side. And I think that's a good place to stop because we're a little bit over. Do you guys want to take any specific actions before we call it?
Can't think of much useful that I can do.
Same here.
Other than
Let's put it this way. Describe what your character is doing so that we know how to situate them going into the next session next week. Like, what are they doing? What's their plan to do in the next immediate few seconds? What are they thinking?
Raul's just going to follow all the guys with the loading equipment and see what all they're planning to grab.
Okay.
So you're going to leave the docking bay in your ship?
Nobody's gonna steal it there.
And Druto?
I mean, is everybody leaving the docking bay?
No.
Okay.
That other starfighter pilot looks like he's planning on sticking around.
Okay.
Trask is not leaving.
Okay.
And the other starfighter pilots that are coworkers of yours are not going either.
Okay. Yeah, that's okay. That kind of makes sense. Okay, he's gonna stick around with the ships too. Then that was kind of what I was thinking. You know, somebody needs to make sure we can actually leave this place.
Okay, so we'll call it there then. We'll continue next week. There's a chance that there's something ogre battle related coming up relatively soon to this channel. That's going to be true for years and years. It's gonna be a bit. I've got one that I'm
It's a long
editing
game.
right now. It's the longest game.
Mm.
I'm positive it's the longest N64 game.
Oh yeah, yeah. I would be surprised if it was not.
Although Superman 64 probably feels longer. Anyway, that's it. Ral, I mean Green Gun Guy. How about you plug your thing?
Well, I stream on Twitch sometimes. I'm Green Gun Guy on there. Feel free to join us.
I go on there sometimes on a Friday and we do really dumb stuff.
Yes.
Only dumb things. We don't do anything good.
Dumb only.
Nothing of value was accomplished on that stream. And
There is.
Theoden, aka the Third, aka Danger the Llama, aka Daniel, is a normal guy. He's a normal person. He's only involved with
debatable.
us, which is not normal.
This is his only vice.
Danger the Llama, as seen on the Star Wars live RPG streams, as seen on internet.
I've made a few guest appearances on Joe's channel
Mm-hmm.
with the Green Gun Guy, but very few.
Very few.
I'll have to correct that.
And
Guy.
never seen, only heard.
Come on, guy. You never what?
Never seen, only heard.
I see. Yeah. Sorry, I ruined that for everyone. Okay, let's call it. Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Get out. Everybody get out.